guys, good morning. It's your girl SeekretD coming to you with today's strawberry letter. It is Wednesday, November 16th, my grandma's birthday. Well, she's deceased, but today's her birthday. So maybe that's why I couldn't sleep. I went to sleep like almost 5 o'clock. My alarm went off at 6:30, so what are we gonna do? Either way, today's strawberry letter, I think the name of it was like Alexa Call Bay. So this lady is dating this 47-year-old player, as she calls him. She said that she was chilling with him when they first started talking. She expressed that she wanted to be married and marriage was a part of her plan, and he said, you know, he had the same goals. He also wanted to be married and it was also part of his plan. But it seems like she can't get him to a state of exclusiveness. Y'all know what I was about to say, right? Because no. So she mentioned that one time, I guess his phone rang and announced that his co-worker was on the phone. I forgot the lady's name, child. Sorry, because I went to the supermarket and all of that after I listened, so I don't remember her name. But for the purposes of this call, let's call her Linda. So Linda called and, you know, she pressed him. She found out that they slept together before they started dating. So, you know, she felt some kind of way, but she left it alone. And she said she was hanging out with him at his place, or they went somewhere for the weekend or what have you, and his phone was connected to the Bluetooth. So he went to go take a shower, and his phone rang. And the phone said, like, Bae is calling or something like that. So he's still in the shower. The phone rings. He doesn't pick it up or what have you. So she goes to the front and she tells Alexa, because the phone was connected to Alexa, call Bae. And when Alexa calls, it's Linda's voicemail. So she's in her feelings. She presses him about it. And he basically kicks her out for, you know, doing what she did and now having an attitude and saying she's not gonna mess up his weekend, so she gotta go. So she left, and she said it's been a couple weeks and she hasn't heard from him. So she's saying, you know, is this something that she should still be pursuing, or should she just leave him alone and basically come to grips with the fact of the matter that he's a player and he obviously does not want to be exclusive? Maybe he wants to get married, maybe he doesn't, but he's 47 years old, sis. And again, you know what, I don't put anything on age, because y'all know I've dabbled in the elders a couple of times. I'll make a video about that, dating older men. But yeah, I've dabbled. So, you know, I feel like you have the same issues no matter the age. I think it's about maturity and communication and honesty. And all of that kind of ties into one another, because it all has to be right for it to, you know, work or not work or whatever. But you need it. Either way, you know, they mentioned, you know, he's 47 and he's still, you know, doing whatever he's doing, so he doesn't have any intentions of settling down. And even if he does want to get married, which he told her he wanted to get married, it doesn't mean that he wants to marry her, which is an extremely valid point. A lot of people forget that part of it. Like, if I'm having a conversation with you and we're, you know, getting to know each other, and it's like, yeah, I want to get married, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get married too. Fast forward a year or two down the line, did we revisit this conversation? A lot of people don't revisit those early conversations. They just take it and go. But so much can change in a year or two. So much can change in a month. So much can change in 2 weeks. So in that time that you guys have been dating or whatever, he could have absolutely figured out that he no longer wants to get married. Or he could have already, which he probably did, figured out that he doesn't want to marry you. Now, we talk about this a lot because people kind of like to dangle the carrot, especially if they like something they're getting from the person. They, are not 100% with them, and they're not, extremely transparent because they want to keep the relationship going for whatever reason. They want to have some type of attachment to the person and things like that. So that's also part of the problem. But I mean, I would say let it go, cut your losses. I don't remember how old she said she was, if she said she was a certain age, but I just feel like, again, he's 47. He's stuck in his ways, or he should know what he wants, and he should be able to adjust if he wants to. And if you guys have been dealing with each other for X amount of time, whatever it is, long enough for you to be upset that he's still dealing with this woman, and obviously he changed her name from Linda to Bay, so it's kind of ambiguous, and you wouldn't know that he's still talking to her. So to me, that's a little deceptive. Again, I'm assuming that he wouldn't know that you're going to see it, but he knows somebody's going to see it. But the fact that the name is removed, that kind of says a lot. So yeah, I would say cut your losses. You guys let me know what you think. Again, I feel like every time I do videos and stuff like that, my answer is always like, yeah, just go. Because honestly, I feel like at a certain part in life, a certain part in relationships, a certain point in, things that you do with people, you know what it is. It's like sometimes it's time to go. He ain't shit. The relationship ain't working, but you still sticking around because you have time invested. But the time's not going to mean shit, and it's not going to do anything but increase to more time you have invested in this shitty relationship. So when you gotta go, you gotta go. So every time I talk and I'm just like, yeah, go. I feel like I'm always telling people to leave. Not that they listen to me, but I'm always telling people to leave. But it's just like, I feel like I've gotten to a point in life where it's like, listen, if it's not working, let's just cut our losses, because it's not working after 2 years. There's no signs of improvement. There's nothing showing me that it's gonna get better. Why am I staying here hoping and wishing that it's gonna get better? So another 2 years can go by, and it can be 4 years. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me know what y'all think.